Cammack, who has waved on to the committee for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and it's great to be back at Homeland. Secretary Mayorkas, good to see you once again. Director Wray, good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for appearing before the committee today. I'll jump right into it, Director Wray. Recently, I have been apprised of information that is concerning regarding individuals that are encountered at the border who, during the process of interviewing in the field, specifically using an I-213 form, the match for their ID comes back as inconclusive. That information is then subsequently redacted and listed as derogatory. When members of this committee, as well as other committees, have attempted to get access to this information, it has been denied. Why is this information in these field interviews with these individuals who have then subsequently been found to be suspected on the suspected terror watch list? Why is that information derogatory, and why has the FBI neglected to share that information with Congress?
Congressman, I'm not familiar with the particular redactions in question, so I'm happy to have my staff follow up with you and figure out why there's a disconnect. Certainly, I know we've provided all sorts of information to this committee in a variety of forms, and I'm happy to see what it is that's missing and why.
Well, and I think you have demonstrated a willingness to work with this committee and others, so could you commit in the next 30 days to providing the committee staff on Homeland Security all of the unredacted field interviews?
Well, what I can commit to is that I will follow up with my team to find out what the heck is going on, and if there's information that we can provide that we haven't, we will.
Well, no information should be redacted, and there can be no good reason. If you can't provide me with a reason why the information is listed as derogatory right now, then you should commit to full transparency to Congress, and that can be in a SCIF, that's fine, in a classified setting, but this committee staff should have full access to the field interviews, especially as it pertains to individuals that have been apprehended or encountered at the southwest border with ties to terrorist groups. Yes or no?
I'm not trying to be obtuse, I promise. Since I'm not familiar with the specific redactions, I would ask to be able to go back with my team and find out why it's redacted, and if there's a reason for it that is valid, we will discuss that with you, and if there's not a reason, we will provide you the information.
Director Wray, within 30 days, if you can provide this committee in writing a rationale as to why that information is redacted, and what classifies it as derogatory, that would be incredibly helpful.
We'd be happy to get back to you within 30 days.
And I'm going to follow up because I want to be sensitive to the time here. Can you confirm, I know my colleague, August Pfluger from Texas, had followed up with Secretary Mayorkas on the issue of Uzbek nationals and their ties to the confirmed ISIS smuggling ring. Can you confirm that you are currently actively investigating the Uzbek nationals that were connected to this ISIS smuggling ring? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. We have very focused on this particular threat stream. We have a number of active ongoing investigations related to it. I will say that we have so far not identified any intelligence that the individuals came to conduct terrorist attacks, but that's not the same thing as suggesting that we don't take it extremely seriously and that we're not working it very aggressively. We have lots and lots of agents working on this.
But they did come through a connected terrorist network.
The network that is in question has some ties to ISIS, which is part of why we were concerned. That's why we're taking it so seriously. So what I want to be clear about is not in any way to have my answers suggest to you that we're not taking this extremely seriously and that we're not working it very aggressively. I'm just also trying to avoid undue alarm about what we found so far. So far is a key set of words there, so far.
Okay, I'm going to have follow-up questions for the record with you, Director Wray, and Secretary Mayorkas.